Hello Cancer and welcome to Looking Glass Letterbox. This is a general reading for February of 2019 for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Today I'm using the Wild Unknown Tarot and Animal Spirit decks together for the monthly reading. And then a little bit later I'm going to do a 3-card draw with the Nicoletta Ceccoli tarot deck. All right, so we're going to start here in the center, and these first 2 cards are your position as the month begins and as you carry through the month. So this is the area you're standing in. All right, so Cancer, you have the 3 of Swords and the Gazelle. Okay, Swords are thoughts, communications. 3 is creation, and the 3 of Swords is about recovering from loss, recovering from grief, recovering from heartbreak or heartache or something that emotionally caused you turmoil or emotionally wounded you. But this isn't happening to you currently. This is recovery from past affliction or past concerns, and that it's swords. It's a lot of it is the thoughts and communications and memories and things of that nature that are causing the pain or that are being healed as time goes by. Okay, so this isn't despair that you're currently having or wounds that you're currently being inflicted with. These are situations that you are recovering from, okay, in the past. And then the Gazelle energy is about being alert, hyper aware, hyper vigilant, always like living on that edge of reaction as soon as anything even perceived as a possible threat is ascertained. So it's a vulnerability, always constantly living on that edge of awareness. When this is in balance, it's graceful and perceptive and artistic. And it allows you to gracefully and beautifully and elegantly navigate throughout reactions and interactions with whatever is going on in your life. When it's out of balance, it causes insomnia and racing thoughts. You can't quiet your mind. You can't sleep properly. You can't rest. You're susceptible to like food allergens or environmental allergens because physically that hyper awareness, I think it's wrapped up in your endocrine system, like your adrenal glands and things like that keep your body in a state of physical heightened awareness to where it never really shuts off and lets you really get the recovery time in to recuperate and renew and refresh and replenish. Okay, so that's where you're starting the month at, okay, in a state of recovery and heightened awareness, heightened ability, and vulnerability. Okay, so keeping this balanced as you're recovering from whatever hurt you in the past is where you are right now. Okay, these 2 cards are what's crossing you. And these are the energies or the situations or circumstance or, things to consider as you go through the month to meet the challenges to meet. The experiences to be learned from, the energies to try to understand how to work with them so they benefit you in the future because you know how to apply them to your purpose or to your cause. All right, and the 10 of Wands is, Wands is a fire energy, and as is the cheetah, a fire energy. And it's a state of being sort of overburdened. You've sort of picked up so many things as you've been going along. You've forgotten to put some down. There are some that are no longer necessary for you to be responsible for. You can let those go because they no longer apply. You don't have to carry them. You don't need them anymore. Things that you've been saving, take them out, look at them, see if there's still something that you want to invest your time and effort in. And if they are, proceed, carry on, start taking steps to achieve those things. And if not, let those go so that you can maybe pick up a new direction or a new ambition as you move forward. And then, recognize the responsibilities that you have to maintain for your own stability and continue to carry with you. All right, so this is about recognizing, okay, where am I overburdened? What do I no longer need to carry with me or take action on? And what can I let go of? All right, and then what do I need to prioritize to continue to pay attention to? Okay, the cheetah is a fire energy, and this is radiant magnetic light from within. Okay, the cheetah, the sun, all of this light and fiery energy around the cheetah, this isn't the sun shining down on the cheetah, this is radiating from within the cheetah. So this is the kind of energy that you are going to be working with this month, and that is extremely exciting. Because it's going to draw people to you. It's going to draw attention to you. You're going to elicit a lot of support and a lot of interaction and a lot of communication. And, you might even attract some resistance and some pushback from people that don't want to see you advance forward for whatever reasons of their own. They may not even be aware of what that is, when they try to criticize you to stop you from taking steps to improve yourself or to move forward on an idea that they think is ridiculous for no reason at all. They can concern themselves with their own ideas. They don't need to be worried about yours. So you're going to be attracting a lot of attention, emitting a lot of magnetism and radiance. And let me tell you, that is a glorious state of being right there. It's a very powerful state of being. It's solar force, action, achievement, and it's a masculine energy. So it's it's an energy that commands attention and and allegiance from people around you. When this is in balance, it achieves anything and has boundless energy. When it's out of balance, it's impatient and competitive. To bring it into balance, reconnect to purpose. So if this starts to become overwhelming, or your gazelle flares go up and you're reacting on that hyper-aware, reactive level of nervous energy, take a minute. Consider what you're doing. Consider if it's aligned with the purpose that you began and intended to carry through, and, is consistently moving you forward on the path to what your goal is. If it's not, drop it. If it's not in alignment of what you're doing and it's overwhelming you, stop it. Let it go and connect to which one of these wands is in alignment with where you want to go. Pick that one up and carry it forward. All right. So that is what's crossing you and what you're going to be working with and learning from and meeting this month. These cards are the energies that you are that are just passing out of influence. So this is what has been going on throughout January and maybe the end of the year. So the Two of Cups. Beautiful. Cups are emotions. Two of Cups are, two is duality. Two of Cups is partnership and attraction. Reciprocation. What you are offering is also being offered to you, and you are open to receiving what the other person or the situation is open to receiving from you. So this is a copacetic union here. All right, and it can be a lot of times this is the true love card, but if it's not in relation to a romantic relationship, it could just be, you got a best friend, or you have a business partner who is totally on the same page as you and your ambitions are in complete alignment to lead you down the road. Or maybe it is even just a commitment to yourself and your own purpose, and following a dream and being willing to commit to that for emotional fulfillment. And then the hummingbird energy. Hummingbird energy is beautiful. Beautiful. It's air energy. And, let's see. Where's that? Is positive, enthusiastic, spiritually resourceful. Inside the tiny hummingbird resides an endless well of energy and positivity. The hummingbird's secret is that it has learned where to gather nectar, and it returns to these sources daily for nourishment and rejuvenation. Follow the way of the hummingbird and you can't go wrong. Every droplet of life becomes sweet, every moment worth savoring. So when this energy is in balance, it's smart, it's curious, and it loves to learn. When it's out of balance, it's pushy, insistent, and sharp. To bring it into balance, take a class. So hummingbird energy that you have been working with over the past few weeks or few months is about finding out the information you need to know to move further along your course, or to move deeper within your commitment, or to reach a next level, and finding out where to access that information, who to ask for that information, how to apply that information. And when it is confusing and overwhelming to you, sort of getting to that point of being pushy and insistent and sharp and not being a state of receptivity, that makes it harder. So when you find yourself feeling those things, or when you have found yourself feeling those things, take a break. Google, where do I find this information? Google, who is already doing this and how do they do it? Go back to your tried and true sources of where you've found information or found resources or found support that helped carry forward before, and dig deeper into those resources for further advancement. All right, because that's where you started. They'll have more available there to you. It's a replenishing system. Okay. All right, and then these are the energies or circumstance that are moving into play in February. So the Six of Cups, beautiful, and the Nightingale. Six of Cups is related to childhood and nostalgia and reciprocated emotion. And this is it's a card of, that soft vintage glow of the past, that is the foundation, and, the happiness that helps you to move forward and sort of inspires you to carry forward and, be curious about traditions in the past so that you can be aware of things now to educate, or inform people in the future. It's about, when I see the Six of Cups, it's always about, the secret stories of people from the past in our families and friends, and how they met and how they got to know each other and who they were before they knew each other, and things of that nature. So this is a very nice, soft, glowy, warm, loving, emotional, fulfilling energy here. So that's a great card to have for February. And the Nightingale energy is beautiful. It's about, where is it? The Nightingale is fearless voice, speech, communication, or song. When the nightingale's in balance, it sings, speaks freely and with kindness. When it's out of balance, it's shy, has a lump in the throat, just can't get the words out. The words are in their mind. They want to say it, but they just can't force it out through their voice. And to bring it into balance, music. So the song of the nightingale is otherworldly, almost unnoticeable among the well, this bird is almost unnoticeable among the flashy plumage of other birds and transports its listener to the realm of poetry. Nightingale energy is with us when we write, compose, and especially when we sing. It reminds us that music heals the deepest wounds. This card indicates a need to open the bridge between the heart and the voice. Is there something you need to say? How long has it been since you sang? Turn it up, write it down, and let it out. So what is it concerning, even from your past? It doesn't have to be something bad. It doesn't have to be something terrible. It can just be accepting or a realization or epiphany here during the recovery from this, or your commitment to this, or your releasing of burdens regarding this, that you just need to say out loud. You just need to voice those words and acknowledge it to yourself. You don't even have to say it to yourself. You can, record it on your phone, or just say it out loud in a room on your own, or to your best friend, or just somebody that you can trust to keep your confidence if you don't want anyone else to be aware of it, but you just need to say it out loud from your face. Okay? So it looks like here you have a great and like a powerhouse sort of glow of recovery that you're going through here, that is purposefully and consciously and subconsciously, and just like everything is just conspiring to move you forward and past this into a stronger position of achievement and purpose and appreciation. Okay, so that is it for the monthly reading. I'm going to do a 3-card draw for you here as well, Cancer. And this can be anything you want. You can pick a card before I turn them over to keep in mind and take with you as you go throughout the months, navigating and doing what you do. Or you can wait till I turn them over and pick one. You can pick all 3. You can ask a question and pick however many you want. This is whatever you want it to be. I'm just going to lay out 3 cards, tell you what they are, and then you apply them as you see fit. Okay, so this is the Ceccoli Tarot. There's 1, 2, 3. Okay. So the first card is the King of Pentacles. Let's see. I can focus that. Okay, so the King of Pentacles is about authority. It is disciplined and controlling. It is wildly capable. The King of Pentacles is an empire builder, practical establishment, good fortune, material comfort, material command, awareness, and capability. Okay, that's what that one is. So this is about investment in an empire, building something, something in a large scope. That's long term. This isn't a flash in the pan sort of energy. This is long game, big plans. Okay, second card is the Wheel of Fortune. Time turning, cycles changing, being tested, seeing if you're going to fall back into old cycles that you've decided to leave behind, seeing if you're going to choose instead to embark upon new cycles that you'd like to begin. So this is about the choice. Are you going to repeat the same old story, or are you going to move forward and write a different story and resist the test and meet the challenges of, proving that, yes, I want to move on to what's next. No, I don't want to repeat those things that no longer served me before. Okay? So awareness of cycles changing and the ones that you actively decide to participate within. Okay, this is the third one. And this is the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, 9s are about fruition. And Pentacles are about practical matters. Nine of Pentacles is about gratitude and luxury. It's the achievement of wealth, the building of wealth and comfort, and sort of standing in and being grateful for and appreciating the richness that you've already created around you, the bounty or the abundance that you've already invested in and brought to fruition. All right, taking a moment to appreciate that and enjoy that as you prepare to carry on to level up into the next stage of building an empire or building a grand scheme, and investing for the next stage of the long haul. Okay, that is all I have for you today, Cancer. I did a all signs weekly tarot reading that I posted yesterday for the week of February 3rd to the February 9th, if you want to check that out. I am going to be doing a special Valentine's Day edition reading on February 14th. That will be posted. If you want to subscribe and click for notifications, remember to do that so you get notified when that's available. And if you want to contact me, you can do that at looking.glass.letterbox@gmail.com. Otherwise, have an amazing February, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.